Hi there everyone, it's Adele de Caso here. Hope you're all good. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to manifest a fantastic 2023. So yes, I understand that we are at the end of January already. Can't believe how fast the year is flying by already, but I still believe that we can, really make a difference in 2023. So I've got 5 or so tips for you just to, to help you on your way to really, making an improvement this year. So the first one is my all-time favorite, which is gratitude. If you've listened to any of my previous videos, you know that I'm, passionate about gratitude, and I really do believe it makes a huge difference. So that would be my first tip, is to start, being grateful for what you already have. Because when you show gratitude, you raise your vibration so that you're attracting more of the same into your life. So it really does, work absolutely amazing, honestly. So I've always had a gratitude habit, like a gratitude practice, whether it be carrying a stone in my pocket just to remind me to feel grateful, or, whether it be writing down a list of gratitude. That's what I still do today. But just recently, I've just, you can get hold of these little books about gratitude. There's lots of them around these days, but this one's just called 30 Days of Gratitude. And it really got me thinking. There was some different questions in here that I'd not actually thought about before. So I've really enjoyed, starting to fill this in. I've only done a little bit of it so far, but I just wanted to share with you a couple of the questions, because it really can, trigger some different kinds of thoughts. On the first day, the task was to look around you and list 10 ordinary things that make your life better. And this really gets you thinking. It's things that we take for granted a lot of the time. Some are like, just to list just a couple of the things on my list that I wrote down. It was having carpets in the house, because I really do love carpets and I do like comfort, underfoot. And then one of them was plug sockets, because, how grateful, should we be for plug sockets, and, be able to plug in all our things, all our devices that we use these days. So many things that we take for granted, just that we plug in. And if we didn't have that, we'd really notice. My personal development books, my journals, just simple things. So, just have a think about that. And see what you could come up with in your list of 10. The next day I had to list 3 new skills that I'd actually learned over the past year and why they were important. One of those was learning how to podcast, because it was important that I wanted to share my ideas and develop confidence in my own voice. That was that one. Another one of the exercises was list 5 things about your career or job that you're most grateful for. So I wrote down, it's flexible. My business is flexible. I can work from anywhere. I get massive discounts on products that I love. I do all the things that I love in my businesses, and I get sales while I sleep. So they were the things I wrote down. But there's loads of really interesting exercises in this book, and lots of really nice quotes as well. The first quote in the book is, there are only 2 ways to live your life. One as though nothing is a miracle, the other as though everything is a miracle. And that's by Albert Einstein. I know how I, prefer to live, looking at, everything in life as a miracle. So that's gratitude. It's the first and foremost, most important thing to remember. And just to help you to remember to be grateful, just, tie it into something else that you're doing every day. So I write out my daily planner every single day. On there is a list of my to-do list. It's got the to-do today, abundance tracker, what I'm grateful for, my timetable, a notes section and a doodle section. So I fill that every single morning, so I know that I'm never going to forget to write down my gratitude. And that's what you need to do. You need to sort of tie it into something that you're already doing so that you don't forget. So number 1, gratitude. Number 2, good things happen when you're having fun. You might have heard me say this before as well, but when you can put yourself into a mode of feeling good because you're doing something that you like doing, then you're going to be in a really good state for attracting better things to you as well. So Esther Hicks always said, the most important thing is that you care about how you feel. From moment to moment, that's all you need to focus on. How do I feel? Because it's how you feel that attracts, the different things to you. So, and I know this, I've proved that this works, because when I'm out having fun, good things happen. So I always get sales in my business when I'm out shopping, not even thinking about it. I'll get sales, or I'll get new people join my team when I'm out, not thinking about it. Yes, I've put the work into place, the action's gone in to create, the leads and the sales, but it always happens when I'm least thinking about it, when I'm out and, doing nice things like dog walks, or, so shopping, dog walking, walking in nature, doing, just meeting people. It just, when I'm having fun, good things happen. So just remember that. Care about how you feel. Really do care about how you feel, and try and, if you've got things that you don't necessarily like doing, then try and, somehow make them a little bit more fun. So if you've got mundane tasks to do, lots of emails to do, then take yourself somewhere nice to do it. So that's what I do. I always take myself somewhere where I can watch the world go by a little bit as well at the same time, and then I don't sort of get bored so easily, and I just look forward to that experience then. So try and think how you can do that. The third thing is visualization. This is something that, again, I am absolutely passionate about. I love visualization because I've used it in the past and I know it works. So, there's two sort of types of visualization that I've used. But visualization where I sort of sit and pretend. So I'll pretend that I'm driving the car, or I'll pretend that I'm walking through the house, that I want, or there's another kind that I've used, which is creating a mind movie, and that somehow again puts you into that feeling place of having it already. So it's lots of images of things that I would like to achieve, put them into a movie with a soundtrack that's something that means something to you, so it fires up the emotion when you listen to it, and then just watch your movie over and over again, and whilst you're looking at the pictures, you can feel these things, what it would be like to have them. But maybe I need to do a video on exactly how to create a mind movie. That can be one for this year. So that's visualization, and the power of visualization. If I just want to share a quick story. It's something I was reading the other day. There was a basketball team. There was some basketball players, and they split the basketball players into 3 groups. The first group, they practiced shooting actual baskets for an hour every day for a week. The second group practiced in their mind shooting the baskets for 1 hour a day every week for a week. And the third group didn't practice at all. The results were phenomenal. The results from the first and the second group were the same. So those 2 groups of players improved at exactly the same rate. So the ones that were only practicing in the mind had the same results as the ones that were actually physically practicing. In the third group, there was no improvement whatsoever. So you can just see that, running the race in the mind, as they say it really, really works. So use visualization. It's a powerful tool to help you to get closer to your dreams and ambitions. The 5th thing is to watch your words and how you're talking to yourself, because how we speak to ourselves can really bring us down. We need to be talking positive to ourselves, and building ourselves up and telling ourselves that we can do things. So if there's things that you say to yourself, and you always find yourself saying the same things to yourself, just turn them around, turn them into the positive, a positive, format of what you've been saying to yourself. So just completely turn it on its head. So if you say to yourself, for example, oh, I'm no good at sales, then turn it around to say, I'm really good at sales. It could be anything. I'm just picking that as an example, but we all have these things that we look at as our weaknesses, and then we tell ourselves these things, and it's like an excuse for why we can't do something. We need to turn it around. The last thing is to just make a list of things that you want to achieve in the next 6 months. Now, I've always written down lists of goals. I feel that it's a really powerful thing to do. But sometimes I think if we sort of write down things that we want in a year to 5 years time, for example, it's too far away. So when I did this exercise with 6 months, it was so much, more powerful. And when I went back and looked at the list, I could tick most of them off. So it's things that you want to achieve in the next 6 months. We can already feel that, we can already see 6 months ahead, and it's much more, I don't know, there's just something about it when it's only 6 months in the future. It's more exciting for us because, if we write down a goal that's 5 years down the line, yes, we really want that goal, but it's too far in the future to have an impact on us right now, I believe. I mean, we should have long-term goals, but I think we should also have these 6 month goals. And still dream big. Don't limit yourself. You still have to dream big, but put a 6 month date on them, or things that you want within the next 6 months. Write them all down, and then just with my list, I didn't even look at it. I wrote them down, put them away in a ring binder, and then when I took it out, I realised that we'd achieved most of those things on the list. So it really is a powerful thing to do. And again, a kind of visualization, because as you're writing them down, you're sort of seeing them in your mind. So again, it's like a form of visualization. So those are the things, those are the tips that I recommend that you use, the things that I do all the time to attract abundance into my life, and I know that they've all worked for me. So I hope you'll give them a go, and let me know how you get on. If there's any questions, please let me know. I'm here to help. So yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you all really, really soon. Bye for now.